Jin-ah clicked her worn sneakers across the marble floors of Shinhwa Academy, Seoul's most elite high school. Her uniform was plain, her backpack scuffed, yet her eyes burned with a mix of curiosity and quiet defiance. Around her, students flaunted designer labels and flashy gadgets, laughing in clusters dripping with entitlement. Hidden in her blazer pocket was a small leather ledger, the heart of her secret $1 happiness business. She didn't need their money, she needed their liberation. For exactly $1, she offered experiences that wealth couldn't buy. The crisp spice of tteokbokki from a street vendor, the thrill of a late-night bus ride, the laughter that came from simply being alive. Every day was a careful balance of invisibility and influence. Most classmates assumed she was merely ambitious for grades, while others dismissed her as inconsequential. Yet Jin-ah had quietly built a network of clients, students suffocating under the weight of inheritance, parental expectation, and societal perfection. Her work was invisible, intimate, and transformative. Each smile she cultivated became a subtle rebellion against the gilded cages surrounding them. And though she worked to survive, the purpose she found in their fleeting joys was richer than any scholarship could provide. Across the cafeteria, a figure sat like a statue carved from ice. Gu Niv-ho, the sole heir of the Gu group, exuded perfection so cold it intimidated both peers and teachers. His posture was impeccable, his gaze distant, as if observing life without ever participating in it. Unlike others, Min-ho craved invisibility, a silent rebellion against the world's expectation that he would inherit an empire. To Jin-ah, he was the ultimate challenge, a boy trapped by fortune, unyielding, unreachable. Though she had cleaned the labs he frequented and left subtle notes in her ledger, he had never acknowledged her, and yet she knew that he might be the one student whose smile could change everything. Everything shifted one Tuesday when a crisp dollar landed on her desk. Min-ho leaned over, voice low and unreadable. "I heard you sell experiences not on the official menu," he said. "I want to find my missing smile." The words hung in the study hall like fog. Jin-ah stared at him, at the dollar, and at the boy imprisoned by wealth and expectation. For the first time, she felt the weight of responsibility, not just to a client, but to a soul desperate to breathe. Jin-ah accepted the challenge. That evening, she scribbled instructions in her ledger. Meet at 6, dress like a nobody, leave the world of wealth behind. She found Min-ho waiting awkwardly at Myeongdong's bustling night market, the air thick with sizzling oil, pungent spices, and shouting vendors. He froze, staring at the dirt beneath his polished shoes and the crowd pressing around them. Jin-ah laughed, tugging him toward a humble tteokbokki stall. The fiery sauce clung to his lips, igniting a color in his cheeks that no inheritance could buy. For the first time, he was not an heir. He was a boy tasting life in its raw, unfiltered form. The dollar he handed over was heavier than any coin he had touched. That single exchange felt monumental, a bridge spanning the chasm between wealth and living. Jin-ah felt the familiar thrill of purpose, seeing her work take root. Min-ho, for the first time in years, laughed, not a curated smile for cameras or approval, but a spontaneous release from expectation. The market blurred around them, inheritance and pressure replaced by laughter, curiosity, and the quiet joy of choice. Back at school, rumors of the Ice Prince and the mysterious scholarship girl spread like wildfire. Lockers were defaced, whispers filled the halls, and some classmates labeled her ambitious, or worse, opportunistic. But Jin-ah didn't flinch. Min-ho, usually impervious to attention, gave a subtle nod as they passed in the hall, a quiet acknowledgement of their unspoken alliance. The nod was a small victory, proof that her work wielded power not through money, but through liberation. Their clandestine lessons continued. Jin-ah taught Minho to savor the city unnoticed, the cold thrill of rain dripping through hair, the unexpected warmth of a street vendor's smile, the gentle chaos of the subway during rush hour. Slowly, he began to shed the layers of perfection imposed upon him. Guards, tutors, and schedules faded into the background. Happiness, it seemed, could not be inherited. It had to be claimed through choice, risk, and courage. But freedom came at a cost. Minho's father, Chairman Gu, summoned him to his office, a room of ancient oak and metallic intimidation. Surveillance photos of Minho in the night market lay spread across the desk. "You are an investment, not a person," his father said, voice as cold as steel. The invisible bars of expectation constricted once more. Jin-ah's scholarship, their shared sanctuary of rebellion, hung on a knife's edge. Yet Minho had tasted joy. He could not return fully to the life of silent compliance. The Xinhua festival brought another test. Jin-ah's humble happiness stall was mocked, tipped over, and her efforts ridiculed. Students laughed, wealth shielding them from consequence. Yet Minho, witnessing the cruelty, finally acted. Descending from the VIP area, he removed his designer blazer and shielded her from ridicule. Hand in hand, they walked out, a silent declaration that some things, joy, dignity, human connection, could not be bought. The Dollar Club, once secret, began to ripple outward. More students left coins on her desk, craving lessons in life beyond gold and inheritance. As weeks turned to months, the $1 Happiness Foundation quietly grew. Other heirs sought her guidance, willing to trade a coin for authenticity. Minho learned independence, cooking, cleaning, navigating public transit without an entourage. Jin-ah juggled tutoring and her growing enterprise, documenting each success in her ledger. Life became an intimate classroom where laughter, risk, and choice defined wealth far more than any stock portfolios ever could. Each moment reinforced the philosophy she had lived. Fulfillment was earned through experience, not inheritance. Minho's transformation did not go unnoticed. Teachers whispered of the boy once frozen by expectation, now smiling freely, observing the world with curiosity. Classmates followed his example, seeking small, deliberate joys rather than hollow displays of status. Jin-ah's mission expanded beyond the night markets and rooftops, teaching that joy could be scaled through careful mentorship and human connection. Slowly, a culture of curiosity, empathy, and authentic living took root in Xinhua Academy, challenging the very foundations of entitlement. Conflict arose, of course. Corporate forces tempted them with buyouts, offering resources to scale the mission. Jin-ah and Minho refused. Money could not purchase the essence of what they taught, human liberation. Each story, each smile, became proof that true wealth was experiential, not material. Chairman Gu, observing his son's quiet rebellion and Jin-ah's unwavering commitment, eventually relented. Upon his passing, he left the empire in part to the foundation, entrusting the future to the lessons Jin-ah had instilled. International recognition followed. Jin-ah and Minho traveled to Tokyo, New York, and London, teaching workshops on joy, mindfulness, and the art of simple experiences. Teens from diverse backgrounds participated, sharing laughter, crafts, and street adventures. The $1 philosophy had evolved into a global movement, emphasizing that happiness transcends culture, wealth, and geography. Minho captured moments on camera, while Jin-ah chronicled stories in her ledger. Together, they proved that deliberate, human-centered experiences could ripple across generations. Years later, they returned to Xinhua, not as students, but as mentors. Classrooms buzzed with collaboration instead of competition. Formerly aloof heirs cooked meals, taught skills, and explored passions without fear of judgment. The philosophy they had seeded flourished. Peer mentorship replaced rigid rankings, and authenticity replaced entitlement. Rooftop seminars, storytelling exercises, and street market simulations became part of the curriculum, embedding the principle that fulfillment required courage, curiosity, and choice. Their personal lives mirrored their mission. They lived modestly in a small apartment, sharing street food, navigating chaotic city streets, and laughing through rainy nights. Their joy was deliberate, chosen, and shared. Each day was a lesson in living authentically, a quiet rebellion against expectation. The city raced around them, obsessed with titles and wealth, yet they moved at their own rhythm, savoring each moment. The greatest riches were not inheritance or prestige, but moments of connection, laughter, and deliberate choice. By the end, the ledger contained thousands of stories, lessons of resilience, small acts of rebellion, shared joy, and human connection. The foundation had grown from a secret $1 experiment into a movement reshaping culture, institutions, and lives. Minho, once the Ice Prince, had become a mentor, a guide, and a symbol that freedom could be chosen even within invisible chains. Jin-ah had proven that courage, empathy, and ingenuity could turn a humble coin into the currency of life itself. Together, they had lived the philosophy they taught: fulfillment over expectation, joy over perfection, and connection over inheritance. The story of a genius scholarship student and a cold billionaire had become a testament to the transformative power of human choice. In Seoul streets, rooftops, and night markets, their legacy thrived, not as wealth, but as the quiet, deliberate happiness of those who dared to choose it.